Assalamualaikum. We are from Group Valorency and we choose the product of Pringles Chip Dip. Company's background of Pringles. Pringles is an American potato chip snack company that was created in 1967 by Procter and Gamble. Pringles is a Kellogg-owned American potato chip snack company and their slogan is "Make every moment pop with a taste of the unexpected." Their goal is to produce and sell a variety and unique flavor potato chip snack stackable chips for consumers at an affordable price. It is available in 140 countries across the globe including Argentina, Belgium, Brazil, Canada, and others. Lastly, Pringles have many types of flavors such as BBQ, cheddar cheese, cheddar, sour cream, French onion dip, honey mustard, and others.
For this part, we will be discussing the SWOT analysis of Pringles, mainly talking about the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats of the company. For their strength, you can see that Pringles offer various unique flavors. As of now, they are actually producing more than 20 types of flavors around the world. And they are also able to understand customers' preferences. For example, in Asia, Pringles actually produce Asian inspired flavors such as seaweed, wasabi, and also tom yum to better accommodate the local taste buds. They also have a very good national and global exposure. So everywhere around the world know what Pringles is and where they position themselves in the market. For the weaknesses, however, they actually have a low product portfolio. What we meant by this is because they are only a potato-based product and also have a high level of unhealthy ingredients such as salt and fat, which can be very dangerous if consumed too much. For the opportunities, they actually have room for innovation. What we mean about this is that Pringles can actually ch- uh, innovate their product into being a healthier choice chips because the trend right now is that consumers are more health conscious than they are before this. So for that, Pringles can actually use this opportunity to produce healthier choices of chips in their company and also introduce an eco-friendly packaging by using better materials for their packages. So for the threats, the biggest threat of this company is that right now a lot of companies and also consumers are doing campaigns to minimize snack consumption because it's unhealthy. So this is a very big threat to Pringles is because they provide these types of snacks. However, people are against it because it's unhealthy, and also by the because the another threat is that substitutes are available to substitute snacks such as Pringles. Moving on to the past analysis, we'll be discussing the political, economical, social, and technology of the company. So in the political section, we can see that health regulations such as the cleanliness of the workspace and employees must be according to Occupational Safety and Health Administration, meaning to say that employees who handles food have to be in their perfect health in order for them to continue working for the company. So every year, companies are encouraged to send their workers for a yearly medical checkup, in order to ensure that their workers are in good shape. In the economical factor, Pringles may suffer economically due to the rising trend of consumers being health conscious and competitors who are offering a healthier choice in snacks. They are also suffering during the COVID-19 pandemic as food prices are being hiked up and consumers are choosing to be more careful in spending their money. In their social factor, so we have the issue of the halal certificate. In Malaysia, any commercialized food being sold has to be certified as halal due to the high population of Muslims in the country. This is to respect the religions being practiced in the country. In technology, the use of digital marketing, Pringles is constantly advertising their products via social media and other digital platforms as it is cheap and it can reach more consumers with similar interests. So, target markets are normally filtered and reachable through online platforms. Next is the product market boundaries and structures. So upon further research, we noticed that Pringles is in a very highly competitive market. There are over hundreds of brands which offer similar tasting potato chips, which will lead to struggles in the future in terms of trying to differentiate themselves from other competitors.
Next is the target market segments. The target market is segmented into four, which are demographic, geographic, psychographic, and behavioral, in order to ease the process of creating the promotional strategy. So for Pringles chip dip, it is suitable for teenagers, young adults, and even elderly people within the age of 18 years and above, especially among the middle to high income consumers. Since Pringles chip dip will be an affordable version of Doritos dip, its target market will be those living in urban areas, since they are most likely to be aware of the various food trends available. For the psychographic segment, it includes those who are having a high level of living with a high standard towards their food consumption, or those who are brand conscious or eager to be associated with Doritos in look. Since Pringles is an affordable household brand in comparison to Doritos, where both are potato chips brands, consumers from the middle income can feel as though they are consuming higher quality of food for a relatively affordable price within their income range. As for the behavioral segment, we target consumers who are adventurous eaters and those who enjoy hosting get-togethers, parties, or going on road trips. Pringles chip dip can be a convenient way for them to serve their sauces alongside with their favorite chips during their trips or their parties.
Pringles chip and dip marketing goals and objective. It is to be leading a reputable snack, to give convenience to the customer, to be more competitive in the market with other brands, to help Pringles to boost their brands, to increase the sales of Pringles, to improve brand awareness in the market. Managing through the life cycle. There are four stages, which is a introduction stage, growth stage, uh, maturity stage, and decline stage. First is introduction stage. It is to introduce Pringles chip and dip to the market. It is take time to shift from existing products, sales volume, and profit margins, which are very low. It is because of the competition is very low, the distribution limited, and the price is very high. On the growth stage, Pringles chip dip gets acceptance, demand, and sales grow rapidly. It has started to face the competition, which is increased from other brands. Next is promotional expenditure remains high because of increasing competition and due to the need of effective distribution. Lastly, is Pringles chip and dip will get high profits on the account of large-scale production and rapid sales turnover. Next is maturity stage. Pringles chip dip will face prices and profits fall due to high competitive pressure. Next, the growth rate will become stable and weak firms are forced to leave the industry. Next is put more expenditure on promotion to create brand loyalty, and the company itself will try to modify and to improve the product, to develop new uses of product, and to attract new customers in order to increase sales. Lastly is decline stage. Pringles chip dip will have market peaks and level off during saturation. It also facing a price decline further due to stiff competition, and they will fight for retaining the market share. Sales and profit will fall unless they have a substantial improvement in their products or reduction in costs are met. Some of the new products will replace the existing products due to the changing in the behavior of customers. Next is a positioning strategy. Product positioning, basic form of implementing the product direction plans and subsequent product release. Pringles chip dip are one of the global brand of chips known as Pringles, which are available in several flavors to customers across many countries. Next is Pringles chip dip offers as snack chips with and potato base, which are packaged in the distinctive cylindrical can with the several flavor dips. The product is available in two sizes, which is small packs and large packs, as per the requirement of the consumer. Next is promotion positioning. Pringles chip dip are promoted through advertisements such as TV advertisement, outdoor advertisement, newspaper and magazine ads, and celebrity endorsement. It also offers sales promotion, which will take place through coupons, price reduction, and special deals, and also free samples. It also will manage to its public relations through various events, sponsorship, and charity events. Lastly is distribution positioning. Pringles chip dip are accessible in 140 nations through basic needs stores, grocery stores, comfort stores, shopping centers, and departmental stores. Further, they are also offered in various college and school stores as well.
Moving on to the marketing mix, our new product for Pringles is Pringles chip dip. It is an affordable, mess-free yet a delicious dipping sauce for Pringles tortilla chips line or any other food items that can be dipped by some consumers' preferences. For now, it will only be available in two flavors. So based on our market research, the top two flavors voted by the respondents are sour cream and onion and also nacho cheese. It will also be available in two sizes, which are 300 gram and 90 gram. The 300 gram is being sold in a mason jar with a retractable pour spout that can easily be opened and closed, hence it will avoid mess easily. As for the 90 grams version, it will be sold together with Pringles tortilla chips in the Pringles can. For the pricing strategy, we will be using penetration pricing strategy for Pringles chip dip, whereby it will be offered at a lower price in the initial stage, where it can be penetrate into the market and attract customers away from the competitors. Hence, Pringles chip dip will be positioned as an affordable yet tasty dipping sauce. For the 300 grams Pringles chip dip, it will be sold at 8 ringgit 50 cent. As for the 90 grams Pringles chip dip, it will be sold at 4 ringgit 30 cent, which have yet to include the price of the potato chips in the can. The table shows the Pringles chip dip price in comparison with its competitors. It can be seen that Pringles chip dip will be sold at an affordable price compared to its competitors. For the promotion strategy, Pringles chip dip will be using the through-the-line marketing. In the current digital era, it is advisable for Pringles to opt for social media marketing to promote its new product through various online platforms, as the brand's target market are mostly young adults and especially among teenagers. Social media marketing is heavily adopted as a promotion tool due to being cost efficient, and it is effective to deliver a product or service. Besides, it is also the current in trend in this era. For Pringles chip dip, it will be promoted on social media via Pringles social media pages such as Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. For example, by creating an online contest on its Facebook and Instagram page. Besides that, we can also create banner and story ads on Facebook and Instagram that would lead viewers to the online contest after clicking on the ad. Last but not least is the place strategy. For Pringles chip dip, we will be using an intensive distribution where it will be available in many outlets as possible, because the goal is to penetrate as much of the market as possible. It will be distributed through hypermarkets and supermarkets such as Everrise, Jaya Grocer, and Maidin. And due to the current pandemic, it will also be available online on Pringles official store on Shopee Mall.
For market research, we are conducting a survey to know the perception of customer towards our product, which is Pringles chips and dips. Based on the survey, we got 51 respondents, where 84% female and 16 male. And mostly our respondents are from 20 and 25 years old and 26 until 40 years old, which is the highest percentage for the age section. For the highest respondent for occupation are student, which is 88%, then followed by private sector and self-employed, whereby 16. Next is 84% respondent are know about Pringles brand, so we can conclude that Pringles are well known among the customer. 59% respondent wants the Pringles dip or the dip is separate, while 55% want the Pringles to be plain. So we know that mostly respondent wants the Pringles to be dip. The highest of dip Pringles that customer prefer are cheese with 75% and sour cream and onion with 33%, followed by other dips. 80% of respondent willing to try new chips and dips of Pringles come out with them, and followed by 18% on maybe and 4% on no section. 61 respondents will be happy to recommend this new product to their friend. That's all from my part. Thank you.
Forecasting and budgeting. Cost estimation. Income for 2020.
Capacity 40 million, capacity utilization 50%, production at capacity utilization 20 million, total income 29 million, operating expenses raw material 60.90 million, power and utility 1.46 million, salary 8.40 million, repair and maintenance 0.19 million, another expenses 0.29 million, total operating expenses 37.24 million, operating profit 1.76 million, financial expenses depreciation 0.70 million, interest on term loan 0.71 million, interest on working capital loan 0.34 million, net profit 0.01 million, net cash 0.71 million, principal repayment 0. Cost estimation for 2022. Income, production capacity 20 million, capacity utilization 70%, production at capacity utilization 28 million, total income 40.60 million, operating expenses raw material 23.66 million, power and utility 2.04 million, salary 8.48 million, repair and maintenance 0.20 million, another expenses 0.41 million, total operating expenses 34.83 million, operating profit 5.77 million, financial expenses depreciation 0.70 million, interest on term loan 0.51 million, interest on working capital loan 0.44 million, net profit 4.17 million, net cash 4.82 6 million. Principal repayment 1.78 million. Based on chart revenue, the forecasting of the company revenue for upcoming year will likely increase. For the chart, we can assume that revenue will increase from 2020 RM29 million to RM40.6 million in 2022. Forecasting for profit also will likely increase in the upcoming year. Thus, from the chart, we can assume that company profit will increase for RM0.01 million in 2020 to RM4.17 million in 2022. As for budgeting, we assume that budget for next year is RM2.5 million, which is more than enough cover up the expenses in the company.
Coordination with other business functions. Firstly, planning through coordination. Kellogg's company needs to discuss or sharing ideas to come up with a successful plan for the business. Therefore, to make it clear for them to see the progress of the strategy, all departments must be participate in meeting held by organization. Secondly, coordination through organization. As it takes the first step and needs a lot of teamwork, this is the core of the organization. This is because when management propose event to workers, teamwork must help them to plan well. Thirdly, coordination through staffing. Management needs to ensure that they hire the best workers for the right role. Fourth, coordination through directing. It's focused about how well the organization directs its subordinates to a manager or supervisor. Lastly, coordination through controlling. Kellogg's company management needs to guarantee that the actual performance is similar to the standard performance.